And we're back. We're with the Duelist and we're going to run through Act 2. Head out of the right side of town and we're going to follow this path. Now we've only got one Quicksilver Flask. Once we got Leap Slam, that doesn't really bother me. However, if you don't have a strong movement skill like Leap Slam, you probably do want to get a second one. To do that, you can see this pit here. If we put a portal near it, we're just going to continue on to the exit. Where is the exit? I sort of lost the path. It's up here, isn't it? There we go. It literally is follow the path all the way to the exit here. Into the crossroads. Once in the crossroads, we are going to only really kill blues and those things. Essences. What essences do is they're monsters that have like a jewel inside them. When you kill them, that will be released and we'll be able to use it to make our gear rare. Come on. There we go. Hatred. I think that's a cold one. So if we have a look at that, let's actually put that on a piece of gear. The gloves. Actually, no. Let's put it on our boots. The reason we put it on our boots is it could give us movement speed. It didn't. Now, I had got movement speed in the first run. This isn't the same character. I accidentally migrated it, so I had to roll it again. It is practically the same. The only thing I haven't got is War Banner because of socket pressure. I have everything else we ended with last time. Let's just get that skill out. Be careful with bears. They do a lot of physical damage. Like that. Oh, hold on. That's why. Do make sure that skill's assigned properly, otherwise you'll keep getting stuck on monsters and not be able to get out. That is the second time I've died on this character because of that. It really is super important to switch your left mouse button from attack to move. Whenever you change your jewels or unsocket them, it's going to take that out. Oh, that's that rare that's been killing me. And he's down. Those lightning things explode. Shouldn't really be a problem to us. Not this early anyway. Later on in the game they can kill us. Now what I actually wanted to do was use that waypoint to go back to town. Instead we're going to use the one in the middle of here. So this is a maze and you can see there's a sort of center point there. We're going to try and find our way into the center because that is where the waypoint is and that is also where our exit pointer is. Okay, so whichever side of the room the waypoint is on will tell us where the stairs are to the next level. However, use the portal and we're going to go straight down into the den. Now in here we need to run to the exit and there'll be a big white bear. Kill that and we'll get another Quicksilver Flask. As I say, not so important on this character, but I just wanted to show you how to do it if you're on a different kind of character. This skill really does take some getting used to. I'm still not used to it. But it is the strongest thing I could find. You could potentially use Poisonous Concoction, but there's not an awful lot of poison on this side of the tree, so it's going to suffer later game. Okay, so these blades bounce off walls and stuff, so sometimes you can get a monster in a dead spot that you'll never be able to hit. So just bear that in mind. I'm going to level up. So we're coming up round here to get this leech and then this damage. Bigger skill flask, we'll use that. I'll ID half of it to get the different kind of currency we spoke about in the last one. Back now into the Chamber of Sins. Now in the level 2 of this area there is a Trial of Ascendancy, so we'll be getting that. As you saw, the waypoint led us right down to this exit. In here we're looking firstly for the Trial of Ascendancy, and secondly we're looking for... that hurts a lot. Secondly we're looking for an offshoot. Boots! Green, green, red. And a wood splitter. That's actually fairly... I should have saved that essence in hindsight. That's actually more powerful. Let's take... I can't take that yet. I need 3 reds. And you see, swapping that out there has switched that off again. So do be careful and check that this is on steel skin all the time. Movement, finally. Okay, that little book will indicate that where the Dark Shrine is, so we'll go through there. This one is a spinny blade trap, and they hurt a bit. Shouldn't be too difficult to dodge, as we've got this movement skill until you walk right into it, of course. Jesus Christ, that lightning hurts. I'm guessing our resists aren't very high. What are our resistances? 0. That'll be why it's hurting a bit. So the whole game is balanced around us having 75% resistances. When we have less than that, the damage will really, you'll really feel it. Actually, I don't need to kill that, so let's just get that. You'll see 2 of them are now lit up.
The former is wisdom,
And then we're going to find the offshoot now. And then once we find it, it's just a case of following it all the way to Fidelitas. And here it is. You see, it's just a long corridor that will bend in one direction. Just follow it. Piety will run past. We don't really need to listen to what she's got to say. And then it's time for Fidelitas. He does a lot of lightning damage, actually. Let's drop our totem to distract him. And at the same time, he destroyed it pretty quickly, actually. It won't last long, though. Okay, we'll get those. Don't need those. And the Baleful Gem. And he's got a load of gems to offer. We want Blood Rage, and we also want Corrupting Fever. We're going to go Corrupting Fever first. We'll then go over to Yena, and she will give us the Quicksilver Flask for killing that bear thing. And we are going to grab Blood Rage, which I can't use right now. Now what we're going to do is head out the left-hand side of town. Talk to Einar, he'll help us, and let's switch that back before we die again. And then we're just going to run through here. Again, we're only stopping for things that are blue or, well, blue. And halfway through here, there'll be a waypoint that we want to collect. Now, it's a good idea not to stop in this area until you find blues, because you'll see those little bombs or like plant things being placed on the road. That's these things, and they hurt like hell. It's like toxic rain. They're dead? They're dead. Okay. Bridge. More of them. And they're down again. And grab the waypoint. You'll see this skill really does make light work of things. Now the other thing to note is when we actually hit this, it will spin out from us, so we can actually move around, and it's still likely to hit some of them. Into the Western Forest now, and we're going to run down this path until we reach the waypoint. Those things blow up. Right, there's the waypoint. I'll show you that. Right, we need to know which side of the waypoint's on, which is on the right. That becomes important in a minute. More explosive pods. Right at the bottom of here, there'll be a guard captain. We want to kill him and take his thematic emblem to put in the wall. Actually, there's a lot of stuff around here. Put our totem out.
My spirit is spent.
Mana's still pretty tight, and there's our emblem. Put it in the wall. That opens the party door, and we're going to get a skill point for doing that from Bestel in Act 1. So we'll be heading back there after we've done the next area, which is the Weaver. And actually, it was on the right-hand side of the road of the waypoint. We need to go to the left if it's on the right. We go to the opposite side to the waypoint. And that'll give us the Weaver's Chamber. Okie dokie. Try left first. Sort of left and upwards. It's not here. So if it's not further left, then it's going to be down from here. There's a lot of blues in here. A blade spinning. Did I fit Blood Rage? No, socket's short. Chromatic Orb. 2 reds, please. Yes. And now we get Blood Rage. Actually, faster attacks. I really want faster attacks on Leap Slam. Nope, Blood Rage is more important. Now the other thing we got here, which could be quite useful in this fight, is Enduring Cry. Now when we use this, it will give us endurance charges based on the number of monsters around us, but it also gives us a really strong heal. So if we let these hit us, then kill them, and then hit E, oh, it's down. When we got some mana, if we hit R now, there you see, charges straight back up. It's really, really good for boss fights. And the Weaver is a boss. This really is a maze. It used to be always top, and since like the last couple of leagues, they've done something to change it. So there's a lot more randomness in it now. There we go. It was up here somewhere. Okay, this is the Weaver. I should have really put the skill points on. Actually, I don't think we'll need it. We're doing a fair amount of damage to it already. Now, the Weaver poisons, so you want to try and stay behind her so she can't bite you. Because poison over time is not nice. And she's gone. Once she gets down to about half health, ooh, that isn't linked. However, let's get that. Because it might be strong. Actually, we can get rid of that now. That'll teach me to play around. Okay, what Blood Rage does is it gives us leech, but it also gives us attack speed, which means our blades will spin faster. Can't believe I died then. I'm not paying attention. And the other thing that's going to cause us problems is running out of mana. Okay, once he's dead, grab Malagaro's Spike. I think I've died 3 times now, that's embarrassing. Oh well, what does that actually give us? Actually, a ton of damage. Can't really live without life tap though. However, I think 79 damage to 39. We got to swap it. That means that Leap Slam is going in with life tap. And Ancestral Protector will go in. We'll leave Maim out for now. Put Blood Rage in. And we're actually going to put in Corrupting Fever. Back to Act 1 to talk to Bestel. And Bestel's going to give us a skill book. Grab that. And then from here, we're going to grab 40% increased damage with hits against rare and unique enemies. This will kill bosses, which is nice. We're going to come down here first. Come down here, around here. There's some nice nodes there and +1 resistances. But also some flat armor. And armor will be good for physical damage, which has been killing us so far. Well, actually, my stupidity has been killing us. From the crossroads, instead of going up, now we go right. And we just literally follow the path all the way to the end, and we'll find the door to the Broken Bridge. Through the Broken Bridge now, and again, we just follow the path. Pretty much everything in Act 2 follows the path. It's actually such a nice area. It's my favourite area to level in because it's so quick. Okay, in here, this is Creighton, and we are going to kill him because I want to not help him. If you actually helped him, you get increased attack and cast speed, 10% chance to avoid elemental ailments, and increased movement speed. We're actually going to help Alira for resistances. Corrupting Fever. When we activate this, it's going to take a lot of our life, but it's going to allow us to do Corrupting Blood, which with this skill is pretty good. So let's do Kill, hit T and R, and then throw out our blades. And hit Enduring Cry to get some endurance charges. And eventually, Creighton will die. There you go. Back in now, and we're going to port straight to Riverways. And then there'll be a break in this path near the waypoint. There it is. And there'll be some cobbles. We're going to follow those cobbles. And they should lead us to the exit. There it is. Now in the wetlands, Oak lives here. He's got a little town sort of midway up the map. Let's just spin our blades out. Now the thing about Corrupting Fever taking a lot of our life there when we activated it, we can actually keep it up by using skills that use life, such as our movement skill, which is on life tap. That will actually keep our blood rage up between fights.
So an enemy
We're going to kill this one too. If we helped him, we'd gain regeneration of life, physical damage reduction, and global physical damage. But kill. T and R. Spin the blades. And use endurance, chewing cry when we get low. Where's that guy got? There he is. This guy has a lot of regen that will activate periodically. And keep blood rage up and the other one. Grab that. And then log. I didn't want to log. That was a mistake. A mistake indeed. What we actually wanted to do was go up the map. However, I cut out most of the Walk of Shame, so it's as if it didn't happen. I don't know why, but I make a lot of mistakes when I'm talking and playing. Okay, there's the waypoint. That is what we wanted to get before we logged out, and then open this little passage here. Spin the blade. And then we are going to go straight to the Western Forest. And on the side of the waypoint of that side of the road, we're going to head that way. So it's on the right hand side of the road, so we head right. And then once you get to the right, just head down the wall, and we should find the last sort of bandit, Alira, and we're going to help her. When you're league starting, I always help Alira with practically every character. Alira. And we're going to get regenerate 5 mana a second, which is really nice. Global critical strike multiplier and 15 to all elemental resistances. So we help her. Now, if you choose not to help any of them, you can talk to Eramir in town and get 2 points, but I would suggest helping her early on. You can always roll it off later. Okay, anti-bleed, that is nice. Let's swap that out. Which means coming down here some more. Once we log back in, we're going to talk to Silk. And he's going to give us a skill gem. We actually want vicious projectile support. And we're going to swap that for chance to poison. And that will take our damage from 209.9 to 226. So what does that actually do for us? It basically gives us chaos damage over time and physical damage over time, which is bleed, and more physical projectile attack damage. And this skill has projectile and attack, and if we look at it, it'll say uses our weapon damage, which is physical damage, and a bit of fire. And I'm not level 23. Let's leave that and see if something better comes up. But we do want to keep our weapon updated as much as possible. And then into this little gap. To the Val Ruins. I hate this area. In here, we are looking for a little ball on a bridge. We move the ball and start some darkness. Yeah, it sounds weird. It is. Goat hide boots. I'm going to pick those up just in case we get something we can use on them to try and make them blue, because they'll be better colours than what I got. You're going to actually, it's rare. Why am I killing it? That's blue, though. Can you stop? Mind your business. Ooh, armor scraps and wisdoms. He's so annoying me now. I'm going to kill him. Just die, please. There you go. You can see the corrupted blood in there. Now, I think the exit is probably bottom, so I'm going to go that way. I haven't really got an exact science for how to find the exit here, but in general it's down. Can be up occasionally. And it's normally in one of these offshoots. This goes down one over, maybe? These are all blue. We should be killing him. You'll see that activating blood, corrupting blood actually, or corrupting fever actually really works well. Grand Mana Flask, we'll be swapping that out. It gives 170 to 131. Remember to level your skills. More blues. There's a load of blues. This is physical damage reduction. Not that it matters, our skill's doing so much now. Ooh, leather belt. I'll take that. There it is. It was down. Big ancient seal. We'll move that off, and it goes dark. Exactly what I said would happen. Grab the chest. And just kill that stuff because there's a lot of it. And then we head out. In the Northern Forest now, we will help Einar. Now, when you help Einar, he'll run with you and actually do some damage. Not a lot, but it all adds up. This will help us once we get to Act 3, put more auras on, but we're not going to get that yet. We're going to come up here and grab this. And then we basically walk up the shoreline. Basically hug the right-hand shore if you can. One's being awkward. Sometimes there's a gap in the tree that lets you just run all the way up the outside. Right, our blades. Let's do some damage while we're here. More blues. Come on. He is an Einar mob, so we are actually going to attack him because you can actually get decent things from Einar. And he's down. What I mean by decent things is Einar has a special area and you can actually imbue weapons and get uniques and stuff from it by fighting monsters. Up the edge, and eventually we should come to a... That's weird. The hell? I have never played this layout before. That is so weird. Hey, this must be the edge we're sticking to. There, we're back to the shore. Now, as Corrupting Field levels, each time we activate it, it will actually deal more damage than it did before, but it will do more damage as well. You gonna die? Yes, you're shredded. Into the caverns now. I'm going to recreate my... Yeah, can't remember the skill. Anyway, that bleed character. I'll know when I see it. It's in Act 3 we get that skill at level 28, and we'll be switching at that point. Maybe a bit later actually, because it doesn't feel good until you got some attack speed. We want to use axes because of the rage buff. Or the rage mastery. And grab that chromatic. Oh god, scrap it. Now in here we just run down the wall. And eventually... Oops. Iron ring. Swap that out for it. Because I prefer damage to regen at the moment. Damage to mana at the moment. Ow, that hurt. He's an Einar, so we'll go for him. The only time I wouldn't go for Einar is if you think it's going to kill you. And this might actually kill me. Just keep going around him so when he slams, he's not slamming on our heads. Should we activate my full power? And a totem actually, what am I doing? He's down. Okay, these stairs are the key, and there should be a little hole in the wall. There we go. This crafting recipe gives us movement speed. If you haven't got any boots yet, you can now craft it at the crafting bench in the hideout. Actually, do you actually know what a hideout is? Maybe not. If we go and speak to the lady in Act 2, if you haven't already, Helena, and then do select hideout, you can create a hideout. Once you've created one, we can just go to this waypoint here, and we can go to hideout. In the hideout, if we click this little tab, edit, decorations, type craft, you get a crafting bench, which you can place. Now, I've already placed mine with an alternative skin here. Let's switch out of edit mode, edit off and down, and then crafting bench. You can see that movement skills is there, but also we got life, resistances, strength, dexterity, some early stuff that might be useful to us. So anything that's rare now, we could put an extra roll on. And I've got absolutely nothing that's rare apart from that axe. And that axe isn't maxed out, so we can put a prefix on it. Let's put some life on it, shall we? We don't have enough currency. But if we did, we could roll between 15 and 25 life on that. It's a way of deterministically crafting early. Now in the cavern, it's either going to be top right or top middle, I think. Let's go... Sorry, top left or top middle. Go that. Ooh, alchemy. There is some bonus to killing rares, it just takes so long that we don't normally do it. Alchemy also lets us turn things rare, but I'm not going to use those yet because they work as a skill currency in Act 4. And you never know when you might want to buy some skills. So you can see so far there's not been an awful lot of selecting new skill gems in Act 2. We've just been building on what we already have. Now what we could probably do if we got a 4-link, either 3 reds and a green, or 2 reds, 2 greens, is either put a maim on our main link, or put chance to poison or something, or cold damage or whatever. Any kind of added damage. Now when we talk about added damage, if we look at our skill, Spectral Helix has an attack damage of 105% at base. What that means is, if we get 100 flat damage added by a skill gem, for instance, we'll actually get 105 damage added from a skill gem. And that's a better chest, so let's swap out. Feels good. On our skill point, this gives us +1 to elemental resist, maximums though. So you won't see any difference here. They'll still all be at 25 and 32. But once we get to 75, we'll actually be able to get to 76. That 1% does make a difference. And there's the waypoint. Not the waypoint, the stair. Okay, in here, it's a pyramid, so the rooms are going to get smaller as we go up. And the exits are going to be in the corners of each other. And we change skills again, so it's done that thing. It's also actually swilled sort of our thingies, so let's switch those back on. Auras. Now, auras reserve mana, if I didn't explain that already. So we can't use that silvered mana, however, it's an always up buff now to both our accuracy from one of them and regen from another. So you'll see we'll be getting life regen 24.5. If we switch off the aura, go down to 4.7. So every little helps. You down here? There we go. Spin the blades. Ooh. I've run out of space. Let's leave that for now. And still in the pyramid, so we're going to do exactly what we did before. Go to the opposing corner. Are they blue? They're blue. I think they're blue. Ooh, Regal. Bloody hell, that's rare. Regal allows us to change a blue thing to a gold thing, and actually, I really do want to pick that up. Let's drop the amulet. Okay, stairs again. And this is the pyramid apex. We are going to go and hit this thing. We've started to release the boss and then grab this crafting recipe, which is... What is that crafting recipe? I don't know. Oh, spell damage. We don't care about that, but anyway. We might on another character. This thing takes an age to get out of the ground, so if you get any skill points, put them on now. By the time he's come out of the ground, you could have redone your entire tree. Come on. There you go. Put everything on. Did he just disappear already? We do that much damage to him so quickly? Can't have done. There, he's back. We did actually hurt him, but actually we're chunking him. Something chronic. That corrupting blood is really helping. And... now, these falling rocks can hurt quite badly. We have got a lot of armor now, though. And they do physical damage, so it's probably not actually going to hurt us that badly. In other characters, I would definitely suggest moving. I just wasn't taking anything. We've also got Leech, remember, so every time we're attacking, we're gaining some of that damage back as life. That slam will kill us, however. Put everything back on, and it's down. And this is it. We are in Act 3. The waypoint's already got for us, because all the next level ones are, and we can now head to town. Now, we didn't get many new skills here, we just progressed. I hope you found it useful. If you do want to see more of the leveling process, then let me know in the comments below, and I can make the 3rd installment. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.